Good evening, I'm Dave Edelman, Vice President of Public Affairs with Cox Communications. Welcome to Community Connection, where we try to bring you so much closer to those great nonprofits in our community. This is going to be a new one for you, because it's certainly a new one for me, although it's an organization that's been doing this work for 15 years, and I can't believe it. It's an organization called Food from the Heart, and with me is Evelyn Jacobs, who's the founder, who's also a good friend from the past. Our kids grew up together, and Bridget Otero, who's the owner-manager of City Storage, which is very cool.
Thank you.
That's great. I'm so glad that you're here, and I gotta tell them the story. I gotta do this. So Evelyn calls me up at home, and I'm not home, leaves a message on the machine, calls again, speaks to my wife. I'm coming over. Okay, you're coming over. My wife had no idea what was going on. Took a while to figure out who you were. Evelyn shows up at my house with a bag of food from this organization. My wife was so blown away. I came home. She pulls out this bag of food and she says, "Got to call Evelyn right now." I said, "No, wait till the morning." And then I looked at what you brought, and this is amazing. So then I read all the brochures and the information, and I am so impressed, Evelyn, with what you've done. This is amazing. So tell everyone what you've done. Talk about this organization.
Food from the Heart has been in Santa Barbara, operating in Santa Barbara since 1994. I started it in my home after I was lucky enough to have sold my business. I was a co-owner of the New York Bagel Factory.
That's right.
And I felt just so grateful for being in a position where I could now give back to the community. So I contacted AIDS Project Central Coast and asked them if they had any clients that needed food, because I wanted to help feed people. So they said, well, actually they did. They had about 25 clients that were homebound and could use use my help. So I started cooking just out of my kitchen and bringing this food, delivering it to their homes every week. And then it just kind of grew and grew, and after a while some of my friends started to volunteer and help me. And it grew. We had more people needing our food. We moved from my kitchen to St. Anthony's Seminary's kitchen, and then from there to the First Presbyterian Church, where we were for 9 years. And just this year we were lucky enough to get the use of the kitchen at the Trinity Lutheran Church on Foothill in La Cumbre. And the wonderful pastor there, Pastor Truls Persson, has given us the use of this fabulous kitchen.
You know, this is an amazing jewel, and I got to talk about Santa Barbara, because every once in a while one of these jewels just pop up to the surface. But you've been doing this for 15 years, and you've been putting in your heart, your soul to create these amazing, I mean, it's not just food, these are amazing meals that you've created, and you kind of somehow got Bridget to sign on the dotted line to be involved. So Bridget, you're a volunteer.
I am. I love it.
But you manage a business.
I do.
So talk about your business first.
City Storage, we are a facility that obviously provides storage downtown, and it's a great service, predominantly businesses and accountants, lawyers, people that have anything to store. And it gives me flexibility of time, which I can travel a lot and do things like volunteer at Food from the Heart, which is just my passion, because it's such a good organization.
How did Evelyn convince you, assuming she convinced you, because she's very convincing? And
you know, it went through a number of friends. My friend Wendy Burrell's actually convinced me, because I was looking to do something in the arena of food and helping people, and it's just a perfect match. Since I do travel a lot, then I'm not always committed to being there every Tuesday or Wednesday, but they're very flexible. I'm there when I can, and believe me, I love it. When I'm around town, I show up because it's a lot of fun.
Now, Evelyn, there are a number of other organizations in town that do food kinds of programs. There's the food bank, there's the community kitchen, there is the rescue mission that provides meals for people to come. This is so different.
Right. We have created a unique niche. There are groups like Meals on Wheels and Mobile Meals and Community Kitchen, but what we have found is that there's a whole group of people, some of them who don't qualify for Meals on Wheels and the other mobile meals because of their age, and they might be between the ages of, let's say, the 30s to the 60s, and they're going through some kind of crisis where they are unable to get to the store to buy food, or they're unable to have somebody come and make food, or they don't have any family and they have no way of eating healthy food, and therefore they can't get, it's difficult for them to get well. So what we do is we make this food every Wednesday. We actually prep it on Tuesday. Wednesday get together and assemble all of it, and then deliver this amazing bag of food to our clients for no charge. And in the bag, we'll look at a bag later, but you'll see you get 2 entrees and a salad and a soup and a dessert and some sweets and fruit,
chocolate,
chocolate, and sometimes a little container of milk or whatever we can find during the week.
Now, I was blown away because when I opened up the bag and looked to see what it was, what I had thought is that this is interesting. You got food from a restaurant that was kind of left over, you packaged it, and then you deliver it to folks out there. Then I read through material and was like, oh no, you create all, I mean, you start from scratch, you create this stuff.
Right, we have a brilliant director and head chef named Robin Monroe, who has been just an integral part of our program for the last 10 years. Actually, maybe a little bit more than that. But every Tuesday, Robin goes to the food bank and sees what kind of food they have available there. And she sees how much money we have budgeted for that week, and she looks at all the specials in the newspaper to see what the markets are offering, if chicken's on sale or ground beef is on sale. And she creates a menu based on what food is available for us and how much money we have. So she can make a lot out of almost nothing. She's brilliant.
You're all brilliant. Talk to me a little bit about the numbers. How many meals do you create on a Wednesday?
Well, this last Wednesday, we packaged up about 82 bags that would be delivered to people. We also cooked a whole lot of food for Sarah House, our local hospice, because one day a week we bring them food as a way to give their chefs a little break. So we cook for them, and that probably serves around 25. So we are now cooking for about 100 people every week.
Not to mention the family, which is the volunteers. They also get to eat.
You get to eat too.
Right, we make a big
On Wednesday,
lunch.
we have a nice lunch, and we serve the pastor and anyone else who helps.
You mentioned the AIDS Project, you mentioned Sarah House. How do you decide who gets the food? And because these are not organizations except for Sarah's House, these are individuals that you're delivering to.
Exactly. So we get referrals from hospice, from Visiting Nurses Association, from the Cancer Project, from AIDS Project Central Coast. All of them send us referrals, and then they fill out an application, and we do our very best to make sure they get food. If we are completely maxed out and can't put them on as a regular client, we certainly put them on for an interim period of time till they get through the crisis, or until their application is approved from Meals on Wheels or through Mobile Meals. We never turn anyone down. We always give them food.
This is just so amazing. We're going to take a short break right now. We're going to come back and want to talk a little bit more with Evelyn and Bridget about Food from the Heart. And I want to show you, I absolutely want to show you what they deliver, and then I'll tell you what they deliver to my house. But we'll be right back.